When you look at this, knowing that you've done a lot of research in as far as how competent learners are, and especially those studies that you used to do and said that a grade 7 or standard 7 learner cannot answer some standard 2 question, this changing how we are assessing the learners, how will it exactly work, and what must we do to ensure that it works so that you're not just appreciating the competencies in about responding to academic questions, but also everything else that CBC is supposed to be achieving?
Yeah, thanks. Actually, assessment is going to be a key driver of the success of CBC. And from this frame of examination, of scores, of getting an A and all that, we have to shift from that to what is the student able to do. When you give them something to read, you know what is their level. And so that is going to necessitate a new generation of teachers. And the first thing to do is to ensure that those teachers who are under training now in pre-service are being trained in a new way of assessing, not examining, because we have shifted now from examining to assessing. And those teachers that are in classroom today are equipped well and through ongoing support in the classroom on how to make this very critical shift from examining to assessing. But the other one has been the question of trust. And you wonder why primary school teachers cannot be trusted to give scores to their pupils. Secondary school teachers cannot be trusted. But when you go to TVET, you go to university, you find that where a professor here teaches, he assesses his students and submits marks. So I think this shift also the public face has to move. But if this is not supported by values, I think teachers have to agree that we have the responsibility of being trusted, of demonstrating the values that we want to see in society. Because if you're a teacher and you are guiding your pupils and students to steal an examination, then you are not supposed to be a teacher in the first place. So support by values is also critical, but the most critical is assessment capacities, because assessing things we see in CBC like problem solving, like values like respect or responsibility, is not the same as examining biology or chemistry. It's a total shift. And these things are not a black and white, right and wrong. It is actually a journey that the student has been on, and you have to place them somewhere. So we have not seen these capacities being developed adequately in the system, and it's a big concern. But there are other things also we have had, like community service learning, parental engagement and empowerment. How are we going also to assess these other things, principles, so that we know that the system is moving in the direction? So it is not just assessing the student, it is also assessing the system and us holding the system to account.